What's up guys, Devin here, or Savage X Shadow. Today I have a commentary for you guys, and this is just a 1v1 on Nuketown on Black Ops 3 for you guys to watch. You guys don't really know that much about me, so I'm going to tell you guys like a little bit about myself. And like, this is pretty much like all the times I've moved and like lived different places, stuff like that. So I was born and raised in a town called Camrose. Since I was 12, I was born and raised there. And then my mom started talking to one of her old boyfriends that like she was with when I was younger, like 2 or 3 or something. And we went up to a place called Grand Cache to go visit him, and we really liked it there. It was beautiful. There's like I don't know, like 7 or 8 mountains or something surrounding the whole little town. We thought it was really cool. We had fun. We went quadding, we went camping. It was a fun time. And then pretty much when we came back from that trip, he pretty much asked my mom like, hey, would you want to like move down here, kind of thing. And I got picked on a lot in school when I was younger, so I was like, yeah, I could move there, have a fresh new start, I'd be cool and stuff like that. So pretty much like a month and a half goes by and we end up moving down there pretty fast. So I went and moved down there. That's when I got into skateboarding and stuff like that. And I lived there for about 2.5 years about that. I went through this really like dramatic phase in my life, like the first year living there. Got real depressed, and I like wanted to like tell my mom every bad thing that I ever did, kind of thing like that. And then the next year was actually like probably the best year of school throughout like my whole life. It was really fun. I became popular, everyone liked me. Went to a bunch of school dances, stuff like that. Had like my first like real girlfriend, shit like that. And then we lived there for about 2.5 years, and then my mom pretty much, we ended up moving again because my mom met this other guy, and we got him a job down in a place called Edmonton, which I live now. And pretty much he screwed us over. We pretty much moved down there with like nothing, and we pretty much lived in like a hotel, like a motel, for like 2 months or whatever. And then we finally found a place in a town called Wetaskiwin, and I moved there, and I had to restart over pretty much again and like get friends and shit like that. And then that's where I met my 2 best friends, Shaden and Terrell, which are like still my best friends to this day. And then I lived there for about 2 years again, and then I would move back to Camrose for like a summer. And then when we were down there for the summer, we pretty much said like, no, we don't really want to live in Camrose. And then my mom's always kind of wanted to move to Edmonton, which like I was always scared to live in a big ass town because I thought I'd get stabbed or something if I walked out my door. But we ended up moving there. Didn't know anybody. It was a big town. I never lived in a city that big. You had to take buses everywhere. You couldn't just like walk half an hour and be on the other side of town, kind of thing. So I didn't really hang out with anybody. That's when I kind of got into gaming a lot, like Minecraft and Black Ops 2 and quickscoping and stuff like that. Because I didn't really know anybody, so I pretty much went to school and came home like every single day. I just game out all the time. And then yeah, it was okay. I started getting friends, started going out, smoking weed, kind of stuff like that. Started learning how to get around by myself, taking buses. And then my friend Shaden, who I mentioned earlier, that I met in Wetaskiwin, who is now like my best friend, he ended up like, I think it was like April or something that year. He like messaged me and he's like, hey, I'm going to be moving back to, because he's originally from Edmonton. He lived here with his auntie before, and then he moved to Wetaskiwin and was living with like his cousins and stuff like that. And then he's pretty much like, yeah, I'm going to be moving back with my auntie, so I'm going to be like living in Edmonton. I was like so hyped. And he bought me a skateboard like the first day that we hung out, and I haven't seen him in like I don't know, like half a year or so. It was really cool to see him and get to skate with him. And pretty much Trell, which is like his cousin, which is also like my other best friend, we pretty much like he pretty much ended up coming to Shaden's auntie's house like every single like weekend, and then he eventually started living there too. So pretty much we were all reunited, and now we all Terrell flew back to Australia, which is like where he's originally from, but he's coming back on the 17th, which is going to be awesome. Can't wait to see him. But pretty much me, Shaden, and Terrell are just chilling in Edmonton now. I love it here. It's cool. It's a big town, and I have a girlfriend who's like awesome, and I will be with her for 5 months on December 25th, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool like 5-month anniversary, whatever you want to call it thing. But yeah, pretty much that's like, I don't know, I've had to move around a lot. I've had friends, lost friends, stuff like that. But anyways, I just thought I'd make this quick little video just so you guys could get to know me a little more personally. Hope you guys have a good day. Hit the like button. Leave a comment on what other videos I should do. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.